Hey y'all, hope everybody doing great. Another video here. Today we're going to talk about how vocals actually send vibrations that respond and react from the universe. So, without further ado, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go right into it. Spirits of love, enlightenment, light, and benefit to all beings. Positivity. May you come into me and provide the channeled message intended for my viewers and anyone else who are looking to receive the messages or signs intended through this video. Thank you. All right, let's get right into it. First thing, the first things first is the vocals. I seen this on the Science Channel. The vocals actually have a mechanism that is in your throat, and it goes back and forth. It goes back and forth. And it's actually causes a vibration of a sonic wave, of sonic waves. So despite whatever language that you may be speaking, it's the actual sonic waves that hold power. You know, in a lot of the stories of religions, they speak of things being held from a certain sound, or a certain words with certain intentions, and they tend to be the cause of the universe being made, or the cause of things being made, or the cause of just a lot of theories. I put it like that because it's not necessarily proven, but what is proven is sonic sounds bounce off of each other, or bounce off of objects, not each other, but objects or things. Sound actually bounces off of things. So the further a sound goes, the more objects that it bounces off of, the more the actual object is going to react to it. So what do I really mean by things reacting to sound? I mean that I mean that a lot of the reasons of why words have power is because of the actual sound waves that it continues to bounce off of. That's the reaction to the universe or whatever it is directed towards. Because everything is a action and reaction as well, or a cause and a consequence. When I mean saying cause and a consequence, when you provide an action, there is a reaction. When you provide a cause, there is a consequence or a result of that cause, result of that action, whether it's in a negative or positive, being that, we have negatives and positives that will actually cause a charge, you know what I'm saying? Or just atoms, you know what I'm saying? Like atoms, you know what I mean? Electrons, protons, electrons, you know what I mean? We have neutrons, but the neutrons is, of course, in between. That's where you get the term neutral from. And so neutrons are the atoms that are not necessarily charged, but they exist. My thing is, when it comes to sonic waves, then the sonic waves are the cause. The sonic waves would be the protons. It's only really necessarily, it only depends on what the intention is behind the sound, whether you can actually call it protons. But when sound is emitted, it is usually is an output. So it's like being that things, it's more like an output. It's like a force going out, like a plus, you know what I'm saying? The plus push out to provide pro, you know what I'm saying? So that's like, all of that is like going forth out, you know what I'm saying? And things that go forth out, it has to be received. So when I mean all of that, the universe has to receive what you say. The universe has to receive what you provide. And being that your vocals are what you provide on a constant basis, the universe has to respond every time you say something. It has to respond to it. It has to react to it. It has to be received. It has to, like, it just has to take in. And when it takes it in, anything that goes in must come out. So what I'm saying about that is, whenever you say something, like the root of it all, this whole subject about words and vocals have to be like vocals cause vibrations, words and stuff like that. The whole root of that is, your words have power just because they are sonic. They are sonic waves. Your words, they are sonic waves that you actually emit from yourself. And the universe will be the main thing that is the object, or the receiving end anything that is affected by the universe is affected by what you say, what you put out. And like I say, anything that goes out or anything that comes in must come out. Anything that goes out must come in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before in my other video, there's a yin and yang to everything. Even if it's to a small degree, and from being a small degree, it goes into a large degree. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is a yin and yang. Nothing is all one thing, and nothing is all another thing. Is always shared qualities of each other. Because in this realm of reality, in this universe, we have balance. Just like the earth sits on an axis, you know what I mean? It is suspended in an axis, but yet it still holds balance. So let me go ahead and get down to breaking it down. This right here, Spirit is telling me that this would be a squirrel. I don't know why, but that's what it's giving me. That's what it's telling me. It's telling me that this would be a squirrel. Like I say, I don't really know what be going on too much with my drawings, but I just draw. This would be a squirrel. And I guess the interpretation of the squirrel would be that, squirrels are fast. They're also very smart. They observe words. A lot of the words that we speak, you are taught words when you're young. You are taught words by remembering the syllables, the sounds. And squirrels, they also have a heightened sense of sound. So I would say that the universe has a heightened sense of the sounds that you make. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing the universe to a squirrel. I'm just giving the similarities. The universe seems to react fast, just like a squirrel would. A squirrel is quick with reactions. They're very observant. The universe is always observing. You know what I'm saying? In perfect contentment, and such as a squirrel would be with really whatever they do when they're in their comfortable environment. The universe is the environment, so it's comfortable. So, like, I guess the squirrel is just giving me more insight, and whatever is provided, you shall harvest from it. So that's what a squirrel would be. When what is provided, whatever gets provided, meaning the universe provides actual food or nutrients to the squirrel, and the squirrel harvests from it. It harvests from its environment. You will end up harvesting from your environment. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that would come from. You know what I mean? Like, that's like saying what you reap. What you sow, you'll reap what you sow. You know what I mean? And that's exactly true. It's because what you're providing, it will be received. What gets received, like I say, what comes in must go out. So it comes back full circle. So that's one thing with the squirrel. Now this, For some, spirit is telling me that this would be perfume. Perfume, in my interpretation, would be that it's a fragrance that smells. Smell is something that is airborne. You know, like you can't necessarily catch a smell or bottle a smell. I mean, you can bottle a smell, but you will end up bottling the contents that has a smell. To smell something is in the air. It's in the ether. So just like your words, you cannot see sound, you can't bottle sound up, but you know sound. You know what I'm saying? When you come in contact with it, you know what something smells like when you come in contact with it. So it's just like it just takes the contact for you to receive something that is provided airborne. And that's what the smell is like. It's airborne. Like that's what the perfume reminds me of, a smell. You know what I'm saying? It's airborne. Don't mind neighbors or anything. But yeah, like it's just you can't see it, but it exists. It's there. You know what I'm saying? So that's one interpretation. So the next is um the pail. This would be a water pail in my interpretation. And the water pail just represents providing actual providing something that is full of water, providing it to something that is going to grow. Like, of course, the water you when you plant something and you water it, or plants reside in an environment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you give water, it'll grow. We are full of water. Our body is mostly water. So this body would be mostly water, and whatever you, I guess, intend to provide something out of. In this case, of course, of a water pail, it would be just the water, but it is what comes out of that body of water to the environment. And whatever you speak on, you shall receive of. Just like if you growing something, say you growing a plant that is to provide a certain type of nutrients for you, that's providing that's definitely providing something that's gonna, you shall reap the benefits of. And that's just like speaking out. You pouring out sonic waves to the universe. The universe will give you the benefits or the results of what you pour out. So that's basically what I'm guided here to do, and the messages that I was guided to provide. So may y'all stay safe. You know, good wishes on y'all. I love y'all, and till next time, 100. See ya.